Hey everyone, it's been a very long time since the last time I posted here. I know the last thing I posted was something about burnout and stuff. Anyways, a lot has happened since then. A lot of unexpected events, and they just kind of cascaded onto each other. So a lot has happened in the past 4 or 5 months. I don't know how long it's been, but yeah, a lot's been happening. So I just wanted to quickly catch you guys up just so that we're on the same page, I guess. Also to let you guys know that yes, I'm still alive, I'm still doing well. Just a lot of things have changed. One of them is that I am pregnant. Yes. It's been quite a roller coaster of a journey, but I am like a little over halfway through. So I got like a bump going on. Yeah, the first trimester was pretty difficult. That's probably where the burnout that I was feeling was happening. It was just, yeah, hormones. Anyways, and then I started feeling really sick. And then turns out I was pregnant. I just did not have the energy or the mental capacity because when you're pregnant, like pregnancy brain and the brain fog is real. And I have the capacity, or at least had, but still do, like a memory of a goldfish. Like it's really bad. And on top of it, we moved and we're still unpacking things, and it's a lot of changes, one after another. And yeah, I just been kind of focusing on that, just taking care of my body, making sure I get a lot of rest, and making sure like I'm not too stressed out because whoa, anxiety and stress when you're pregnant is on a whole nother level, like because there's just so much hormones and blood pumping through you that when your heart starts going, oh my god, it is on another scale of like panic attacks. It's really different. So I just been wanting to avoid all of that, so I just took a step back from everything, just focused on myself, basically my health, baby's health, looking forward and planning for the future of like the trajectory of my me and my husband's lives, as we're going to be soon to be parents, which is crazy because I'm like staring at a bassinet in front of me right now. And I was like, in a few months that's gonna have a baby in there. And then we like moved on top of everything. Moving while you're pregnant is also like pretty trippy because like, again, memory of a goldfish. I don't remember what I packed. I don't remember where a lot of my stuffs are. In fact, my camera stuff right now, this is like haphazardly set up, which is why it's not as cute as my normal setups would be. It's just, I just threw things on there. It's just standing on top of like whatever I could find. I barely found my microphone, so there's that. I don't know how the audio on this is gonna be, so, and I've been out of this for months, so it's out of practice. In a sense, it's kind of scary because I feel like I'm really unprepared, and I'm about to go out too in a little bit. So I'm kind of on a time crunch as well. And the pregnancy thing was unexpected, yet at the same time expected. It's just there were other factors that happened in life that made it even more unexpected. I'm just gonna take a couple steps back. The first trimester was pretty bad, but I know it could have been so much more worse. In fact, the reason I didn't know that I was pregnant was because I was able to eat kimchi. I was able to like sniff the refrigerator and not be so sick from it, but then the smell of meat and pepper, like black pepper, those were like the worst. Onions, the worst. But then when it was like fermented foods like kimchi, it was fine. But then thing is, majority of Korean women, like their pregnancy stories are that they can't have kimchi. Like they knew that they were pregnant because they couldn't stand the smell of kimchi. Like they couldn't stand their husbands eating kimchi because they could smell it in their mouth and stuff. So right, I thought I wasn't pregnant because I was sniffing the whole like can, or like the Tupperware of kimchi, and I was like putting my face in there. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm pregnant. I don't think this is it. But I was feeling incredibly sick. I was feeling so under the weather. I thought I was having the stomach flu. This stomach flu that I was feeling just wasn't going away. It was a little scary at first because I did have some bleeding, and I thought that was when my period came in, because again, I didn't know at this time. But it just wasn't my normal period. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm feeling so sick. I feel like I'm having the stomach flu. My period came in, but my period's not what it normally is. So I was like, what's going on? I took a pregnancy test. It was pregnancy. And I was like, oh my God, am I losing the baby? Am I having a miscarriage? So I went to the hospital, and again, I'm feeling so under the weather and I don't know what's going on exactly. So it took me about a day or two to like process everything and to be emotionally ready, like if this is a miscarriage, that I could handle that news. So when I was ready for it, I did go to the hospital, and then it was a whole thing. The hospital just, I hate going to the hospitals. Anyways, they eventually gave me a blood test, and they were like, your levels are really high. We don't think it's a miscarriage. Come back for an ultrasound. And next day I went in for an ultrasound, and lo and behold, there's a baby. So that's kind of how it happened, and that's kind of how my husband and I found out, like, we're gonna be parents. I've just been focusing in like on myself and the baby and the health of the baby, because I felt like I was gonna lose early on, and that was like really scary. And yeah, so I took a lot of steps back. And yeah, I think now that I'm like a little over halfway through, that we're gonna be okay. And that it's kicking a lot and we're doing fine. And you know, we have a new place with a lot more space for the baby and stuff. So we're both really happy about like where things are in life right now. And yeah. Oh my God, the pregnancy hormones. And I've cried so much. Oh no, my makeup. Oh no, I'm really crying. Yeah, pregnancy hormones are no joke. I cried at like everything. Everything. One thing that I found during my pregnancy journey is that I actually miss my periods. I kind of miss my periods, because it kind of feels like you're constantly in that just before your period comes, where you're like lower energy, and you know, you get like some of that cramping, but not like, you know, the period cramps. It's just like we're coming, like on flow is coming, and it's just it's like all of that kind of feeling. So but then once you get your period and you go through the, you know, your first initial days of like just being, you know, just a couch potato, and just like, you know, just really bad period cramps and all of that. Like after that, you feel great, like your energy comes back and everything. So I'm just like waiting for that, like where my energy just comes back after my, you know, first few days of the period cycle. And I'm just like, when is that coming? And it's just like, that's what it is. It's just 9 to 10 months of just like waiting for your period to come, like your big period to come. I feel like that's what it is. But for now, I'm just like waiting for my energy to come back, and that's kind of what pregnancy kind of feels like at this point. I'm in my second trimester, so this is supposed to be when you're the most energetic, like during this season of your life. And as for the future of the channel, I am going to adjust and adapt to things as, you know, we're coming to this new phase in our lives. If I need to, I'll like reduce down on the videos. I mean, I have, like, I haven't posted in months, but you know, instead of like a weekly schedule, maybe bi-weekly kind of schedules or something like that. Like I'm just not going to put so much stress on myself, but it probably will be a lot more vlogging. And it probably will be not featuring the baby. This is a decision I made over a decade ago. That my future children will not be on the internet until they are old enough. You'll probably see some hands, some feet of the baby, but definitely not their faces. I don't want to reveal their names either. That's my stance on it. I've been on the internet for a very, very long time. I've been making videos since 2008, and this is a decision I've made since around then. Just because I have seen family vloggers and seen, you know, trajectories of like child development and things like that. So it's just my personal decision, as well as you know, my husband agrees to it too. So we will be moving forward like that. So this channel, you're just gonna be seeing me, and you're just gonna see me whenever I am able to be making videos and stuff, but my, you know, children are gonna be my priority. I still love making videos. I still love doing YouTube. I mean, I've been doing this for so long, and I can't imagine quitting it. I know I take breaks. I just can't imagine quitting it, and it is something that gives me like joy and energy and stuff. But once it starts becoming stressful and not fun and stuff, then it's time for me to step away and come back to it later. That's where things are for now. I have to get going soon, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!